overdose doesn't follow jurisdictional lines. They're not. It's not. It's. I guess it would be easier if it did, but it doesn't. So there could be a resident from Gloucester who has an overdose in Essex, and I may not know about that. But now with our new data system, I would, or someone in my department would receive an email, and we found that just simply going and doing a door knock and meeting that addict where they're at in their recovery and giving them some information has a great impact and reduces the chance that they'll OD again. What happens when you arrive on scene is you have an opportunity to impact that person's life, one way or the other. And even if it's a negative outcome for one person, may turn into a positive outcome for somebody else in that same situation. So I think that's part of the job that most police officers enjoy, feeling like they can make a difference.
Right.
The flip side of that is many times those people influence, or have an impact on our lives.
Can you tell us a story about that?
Yeah, actually I do have one. Many years ago when I was on Midnights, I had made an operating under the influence of alcohol arrest. And the gentleman was kind of down on his luck and what have you. And there was a situation with a family member that I had to help with while he was being processed. Fast forward 5 years down the road, I'm doing traffic enforcement on Main Street in Essex, and I looked across the street and I see this gentleman get out of a car, and he looked familiar, but I wasn't quite sure who it was. And he came up to my police car and he started talking to me, and he said, "You're Officer Francis, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, I don't recall who you are." And he told me who he was, and he looked at me and he said, "You know something, that night you changed my life. I have not had a drink since." And I mean, what you talk about an impact. And once again, another story where it made me feel as though, you know what, I made the right choice. We can't affect that sort of change in everybody, but it's nice to know that you do affect that change.